Let's start with conditions now and most of the day. We've been hovering close to 100 in terms of that air quality index. That puts us on the line of moderate to slightly unhealthy. But we want to remind you, we expect it to be a little worse thanks to what you see across, the Buffalo area all the way south through Washington, D.C. into the eastern sections of Virginia. This plume is actually forecast to drift back to the west. Now, I think the highest concentration of smoke will stay east of us into portions of Ohio. But Rachel, we are expecting the air quality to be a little worse tomorrow, and we are back under that action day.
Yeah, and that smoke and haze that's been hanging around, ensuring that those concerns continue to linger for folks around Indy. And again, as you mentioned, that air quality alert extended through tomorrow.
Hazy skies are extending their stay in Indianapolis as smoke from Canadian wildfires continues to hang around the Hoosier State.
How long that smoke, those particles stay, depends very much on the wind patterns, right? So it's almost like our wind keeps trying to blow it east of us, but it's not enough. There's just so much smoke coming down. So I suspect it won't hover around Indianapolis that much longer, or central Indiana, but certainly over the East Coast it will remain.
With air quality index readings hitting unhealthy levels, Dr. Graham Carlos says being outside in this haze longer can create more inflammation in your airways and nasal passages. Limiting exposure, he says, is key.
Exercising outdoors is something that you should try to limit. Other things, staying inside if you have trouble breathing from asthma or emphysema or other conditions, staying in that air conditioning, important. Windows up in the car, keeping the air on is also good because the filters may help you a little bit. And really just, trying to avoid strenuous daytime activities outside.
Gabe Filippelli with IU's Environmental Resilience Institute says these kinds of air quality issues from smoke and haze are becoming more common.
We're seeing these extreme wildfire events happening more and more often recently. And it's suspected it's because, again, the drier conditions that can occur because of climate change, especially in these latitudes. It wouldn't be surprising to see similar kinds of wildfire seasons even hitting some of the force in Minnesota, for example.
And Filippelli says because of climate change, these fires may soon become a regular sight.
The challenge is that we have very little control over the sources of these wildfires. And so in a sense, I'm a little bit worried that we're seeing the face of the future, very smoky climate change fueled future.
With the potential for more smoky days to come, Filippelli says people need to heed air quality alerts. When it comes to preventing future fires, he says that's less simple.
There can be some fire management techniques that can be done, and particularly forest management techniques, but not really in this kind of setting. This is a natural phenomenon that's, becoming, unfortunately, maybe our new abnormal.
And Angela, doctors say that there are things that, this can really lead to. You got coughing, shortness of breath from being outside. Those lingering concerns can really remain for a lot of folks. But there are things that folks can do to really kind of mitigate that risk when they're outside.
Yeah, and limiting the time, because even if you don't suffer from upper respiratory issues, I've kind of felt it the last couple of days. And then that's number 2 on our safety tip, to make sure that you keep hydrated, because the smoke can irritate your throat and your eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to make sure that if you are going outside, that you're limiting that time for exercising and even mowing the lawn and not burning things, so that you're really kind of keeping that to a minimum.
Yeah, that's one way we can definitely help out, is by avoiding the burning, the extra driving and mowing the lawn, so we don't add to the pollutants that are already in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.